Live from Detroit, Michigan. This is the Honestly Sis podcast, Tool Edition.
Drew Prince Music.
So, this week, our channel message was resilience, abundance, relaxation. For the resilient card, what came out was the Queen of Wands. This was in our past position because God was just trying to remind us of all of the wonderful things that we have been through. So stop beating ourselves up and to feel worthy about it. In our current position, we have abundance coming out with the King of Pentacles. And it's because God is trying to just remind us that we should feel abundant inside. Stop waiting for this future reality to come. Try to embody it right now. And for relaxation, what came out is the temperance card, which is all about learning how to balance our emotions, learning how to work with the spiritual side, knowing that we have to keep one foot grounded on earth while also being tapped into our emotions. Also realizing that in order to become the alchemist of your life, you have to become one with your emotions. There is no way to become one without the other. And so the reason why all of this is coming up is because we are going through a very big transformation right now. A lot of us are about to get justice for all of the the karma that maybe our family has been through, maybe those things that we have healed on our family tree. And so now we're going to be able to reap those benefits. But just because whether it is good things or bad things, even when you get your dreams, it can be scary. And so this reading is coming about because God is asking us to learn how to balance our emotions, to keep ourselves even as we go through this transition. The reason why this is necessary because your attention to it invites the essence of it. And so as we are in this very heightened energy of transformation and change, if you do find yourself dwelling on a negative, because the energy is just so high, you could really invite that into your life. And so that's why it's really important for you to stay balanced. Again, always remembering the law of attraction adds to both our problem and our solutions. And I'm actually going to read this card. The realization that something is not as you want it to be is an important first step. But once you have identified that, the faster you are able to turn your attention in the direction of your solution, the better, because a continuing exploration of the problem will prevent you from finding the solution. The problem is a different vibrational frequency from the solution, and all thoughts or vibrations are affected and managed by the law of attraction. So again, my attention invites the essence of it. And so if you're constantly ruminating on a subject or ruminating about a problem, ruminating about why did this tower fall, then you're not going to be able to get that justice because you can't tap into that Queen of Wands energy. And so that's why God is telling you that whatever you desire, you can acquire. And so if something that you want is not in your life, instead of focusing on why is it not there, it is about turning your energy to being like, well, being playful with the universe and being like, well, how would it feel if it was here? How would I act if I already have it? And then go about embodying it. This card reads as follows. The internal laws of the universe steadily holds the promise of expansion and joy. Understanding laws will awaken within you the knowledge of your purpose and your own personal power. As you remember how to access the power of the universe that creates world. Let me do this one more time. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm playing with just make it a little brighter. There we go. It says the internal laws of the universe. Oh no, I want to read this. Yeah, the internal laws of the universe steadily holds the promise of expansion and joy. Understanding the laws will reawaken within you the knowledge of your purpose and your own personal power as you remember how to access the power of the universe that creates worlds. The power that create worlds is your energy and your attention towards things that creates worlds. If this time-space reality has within it the ability to inspire a desire within you, it is the absolute promise that this time-space reality has the ability to yield you a full and satisfying manifestation of that very law, of that very desire. It is law. So this is a law. This is a law. It's not us wishful thinking. It is not some fairy tale. It is a universal law that if you have a thought in your mind, you would not even get the thought in your mind if you weren't able to achieve it. Do you understand that? So we have to understand that thoughts, ideas, projects, they come in based on our level of frequency, based on our level of awareness. And if you were not at the level of awareness of even achieving this dream, it will not come into your reality. And so just the fact that you want something is the universal signal that you can have it and that it's out there for you. And so as humans, our job is now to move into the abundance position and to embody it and to act like it's already there. If you knew that everything that you desire will automatically come to you, would you waste time worrying? There would be no seekers. There wouldn't be all of these YouTube channels and all of these tarot readers being like, "Oh, this person come back." This No, because you would just know that whatever you desire, you can acquire. But it's because they have lied to us and they have taken our power from us that now we have this, oh my God, but am I good enough? Am I healed enough? Am I whole enough? Am I worthy enough? No, just because you want it, you can have it. And if you don't have it, now you have to move into the place of being like, well, why I don't have it? And the reason why you don't have it is maybe the stories that you're telling yourself. Moving into the abundant position is I will tell my story as I want it to be. Last week, we learned that you can't tell stories of shortages and experience abundance. And so, if you experience a dream or God gives you a vision in your mind and you say, oh shit, that can't possibly happen, you're right. It can't possibly happen because you said it can't possibly happen. But if you get a vision in your mind and you like, you get excited about it. You start thinking about it. You start craving it. You want it, but then you get sad because you don't have it. The sadness that you don't have it is telling you that you really want it. And so instead of focusing on the sadness that you don't have it, focus on the fact that you really want it. And then now that you know that you really want it, okay, what activities can I do? How can I be this is why we got to get playful with the universe. How can I signal to the universe that I really, really want this thing? How can I put it out there that this is the direction that I want to go through? And a lot of it is the way that we speak and it's the way that we think. I say it all the time. If you want to manifest anything, you have to have your actions, words, and deeds in alignment. If they're not, it's not going to happen. So again, because it come into your reality, that means it could come. That's it. We're not worrying about that no more. We're not worrying about how our dreams are going to happen because just the fact that we have the dream, it's letting us know that's already done. And so now we're going to change our mindset and be like, okay, let me work on my stories. If you let your dominant intention be to revise and improve the contents of the story you tell every day of your life, it is our absolute promise to you that your life will become that ever improving story. For the powerful law of attraction, the essence of that which is like unto it is drawn, it must be so. For the powerful law of attractions, the essence of which like unto like is drawn. We always heard this, birds of a feather flock together, right? Also, we've heard that there's magnets. And so if you think a thought, okay, first we just said whatever I desire, I can acquire. So now if you're thinking about, oh my God, it would be so great if this thing come, you start pretending or acting like that thing's come. Or maybe you go and you buy that podcast equipment and now you got a website and you're like, actually, you're feeling it. You're like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, this could become a reality. Oh, this could become a reality. And you start talking about it and you start walking differently. And you start saying, oh, this is going to happen. It's just a matter of when. I just got to get there. I just got to get my mindset together. I just got to work on the stories that I tell my stuff. If you keep doing that and just keep taking positive action, and whenever a negative emotion come up, it's not like we're going to ignore it. We're going to ask it and say, oh, well, what is this negative emotion? Oh, it's telling me I really want it. Okay, so let me just keep focusing on acting like I already have it. You keep doing it, it manifests into your life. And matter of fact, God is literally showing us the process, because in the future position with the relaxation, it's like, what do I want and why do I want it? So maybe when you do have those moments of doubts, or when you're not sure, or when those negative feelings come up, then maybe now we can ask ourselves, okay, what do I want and why do I want it? And so for me, I want to get out of corporate America. Why do I want it? What do I want? I want to get out of corporate America. Why do I want it? Because to me, it is not a reflection of who I want to be. I want to be a writer. I want to spend my days doing that. That's why it's so. Why do I want to be a writer? I want to be a writer because it's what feeds me. It's what excites me. I like being able to, bring, work with the spiritual world and bring these ideas from my mind and put them into the 3D. I like building worlds. I like creating these people. Like if you keep going in through that thread, the universe has no choice but to deliver you a thought. And it also tells me that if you put your heart into it, then it comes. If your heart desire it, if your heart's desire it, then your mind is going to give you a picture of it, and then it means you can have it. The only reason why you won't get it is, again, going inside. What's the stories that I'm telling myself? What is my mindset? What is my energy towards this thing? Do I really believe that I can have it? That's the work that you will have to do. When you acknowledge what you do not want, and then ask yourself what it is that you do want, you begin a gradual shift in telling of a new story and into a much improved point of attraction. So remember back here, it says if you let your dominant intent be your ever improving story, and then God is saying, well, how do I do my ever improving story? You do your ever improving story by asking yourself, what do you want and why do you want it? When you do that, you start gradually shifting yourself into a new point of attraction. When you put yourself into a new point of attraction, which means that your energy, your feelings, your emotions is at a higher state, which means the universe can then bring in the blessing that you want. Why is it so important for us to do this energetic exercise? Because we know that the law of attraction adds to both the problem and the solutions. And so if you focusing on, oh, I don't have it, or I don't have it, or oh, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this, then how can you ever get what you do want? Because what you do want is on a different frequency from what you don't want. You get the essence of what you think about, whether you want it or not, because the law of attraction is consistent. Therefore, you are never only telling the story of how it is now, you are also telling the future experience that you are creating right now. And so that's why it's not worth it to have a negative mindset, not to even play. I don't even play joke about negative shit because the universe don't know the difference between you playing and faking. So it's like, just don't be negative. And this is not, I'm not saying to be this fake positive person. No, your emotions are coming up for a reason. Go watch Inside Out. All of our emotions have a function, it has a purpose, and it is coming up for a reason. Your homework is whenever these emotions come up, instead of focusing on the negative and allowing it to drag you down, ask yourself, okay, what do I want in this moment? Why do I want it? And instead of focusing the negative half of it, focus on the I want this. And then how can I do to get this? How can I put myself in those feelings that I already have it? And then maybe if you're being too negative, just go meditate. Maybe go think about something else. Maybe go watch a funny movie. The thing is, God is trying to tell you that as human beings, just your thoughts alone are powerful enough to create whole worlds, whole new realities. And so instead of focusing on the negative reality that you've been experiencing, use this advice to get something new. And you can get it just by paying attention just by paying attention to how you talk and how you feel. How easy is that? But will you do it? That is your homework for you, angel number 1420. All right, so I'm actually going to wrap up this reading with a Sacred Rebels, going into that Oracle card. Let's go ahead and clarify. Great God, guardian angels, and ancestors, clarify this message of the Tower, the Queen of Wands, the King of Pentacles, Temperance. Whatever I desire, I can acquire. I will tell my story as I want it to be. What do I want? Why do I want it? My attention to it invites the essence of it, and the law of attraction adds to both the problem and the solution. God, why is it so important for us to know that we are in control of how we feel? Why are you stressing that we need to bring ourselves in balance during this time of great transition? Allow no room for doubt or confusion in me or the viewer. All right, so we had 2 cards fly out. I'm only going to focus on the 5 card, Follow Your Rhythm. But the 2 cards that came out is Follow Your Rhythm and Spirals of Manifestations. Spirals of Manifestation is confirming that we are going through a very, very highly transformational time. And so this time is going to be so important for you to think about those tools and those ways that you keep yourself at balance. It's just going to be very important to keep yourself focused on your goals and not really allowing the chaos of the world to take you under. Also, after the storm is some clarification for, I mean, some confirmation for some of you guys after the storm, letting you know that the storm is over. Like the dark parts are over. All the homework that you have to do is past, and now you need to really think about embodying it. And last but not least, defend it to the end, the worthwhile. A lot of God, that's why God kept stressing that just you thinking about it, just you having the idea is worth it. It's you can have it. I think some of you guys are having some self-doubt and really questioning, maybe because you're like, it's taking too long. There's no such thing as time, boo. If it's taking too long, again, instead of focusing on the fact that it's taking too long, think about what you can do in your time to make the time go by faster. Maybe you need to, think about a new project that you need to do or take a new class. Like, do anything to get your mind off of the manifestation, and then it'll come. Our final message is follow your rhythm. Deep within you, follow your own rhythm. Deep within you are moved by ancient, powerful force that cannot be tamed. It is the rising pulse of your connection to the life force. You feel it in your bones, in your blood, in your heart, and in your belly. When there is something dying within, you sense it falling away, no longer needed. You sense when it is time to rest and be patient in transition. You feel the stirring of agitation and restlessness when new life calls you to create, to act, to step forward, and to take risks. You know that you march to your own beat and that no one else can tell you what your inner rhythms are, and that you must trust your own timing. You cannot be rushed or forced, nor can you be held back when it is time to burst forth. Life celebrates and supports the natural rise and fall of your inner rhythms. This oracle brings you the special message that you cannot miss what you are destined for, nor will you gain anything by trying to push yourself. I'm going to say that again. This oracle brings you the special message that you cannot miss what you are destined for, nor will you gain anything by trying to push yourself. Trust in life cycles within, and you will find the perfect balance between effort and surrender, discipline and letting go. When it is time for the rhythm of rest, you will feel a natural slowing within and be drawn into contemplation in environments that are more gentle, gracious, or nourishing, and perhaps more peaceful. When the rhythm of play beats in your heart, you will reach out to others to contact, connect, dance, converse, sing, make music, make love, and share your wildness. You will be drawn to uplifting groups and places where you can experience a positive, energetic exchange. Your needs will be met in harmony with your own rhythm. All you will miss out by trusting this is anxiety. I love that part. It gets me every time. Your needs will be met in harmony with your own rhythms. All that you will miss out on by trusting this is anxiety. What you will gain is peace. If you have also pulled the card of inner trust or feel, we're not going to feel intuitively guided to read that message now. This oracle has an even stronger message for you that you must surrender your attachment to doing things the way others think that they should be done. Whether that be the hours you sleep or the way you structure your day or your creative work. You must honor your need for rest and replenishment, as well as your need for play. Sometimes an afternoon nap or a trip to the beach will be far more for you than slogging away when you are mentally depleted and in need of rest. Sometimes you need to work when the energy is flowing, even though others may say it's too much and you must stop now. You are empowered. You are an empowered individual, and you have the intelligence and wisdom to choose for yourself. Experiment with what works best for you and tailor your lifestyle so that it nurtures your best self into being. Did I not say that? Thank you for the confirmation, universe. All right, y'all. And so put your hand on your heart, touch and agree with me as I say this. I now release any unhealthy attachment to structure, routines, and belief systems of others that are preventing me from accessing and honoring my inner sanctum rhythms. May I be assisted through unconditional love to know the truth of my own timing. I love myself enough to give myself rest when needed, to trust in my own timing and not feel forced or rushed. I believe in myself enough to take healthy, inspired risks in action when the timing feels right. I trust in my inner rhythms. They are wise and helpful. Through unconditional love, it so be. And just to give you this last confirmation, relaxation was in our future position. And so this entire reading just came about because it's just confirming that yes, you are going through a major transformation. Yes, your blessing is on the way. And so there is no need for you to rush. There's no need for you to worry. You just need to focus on relaxing and bringing yourself. And we made it to the end. Hey. Until we meet again, dream those dreams and never let the internet rush you. Honestly Sis is an independently owned and operated company. If you would like to support us, please join our membership at Substack or check us out at www.honestlysis. Peace to the healers. See you soon.